Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to do a review on a new product that I just saw in Target recently. So it should be on the way out to Walmarts and stuff. And it is the new Maybelline Dream Wonder Fluid Touch Foundation. This is a very liquidy foundation. You hear that? And it is has broad spectrum SPF 20. And I got the color 20 Classic Beige. It's a little bit too light for me, but I can work with it if I could just put bronzer and stuff like that on. This is 0.67 fluid ounces, so you're getting significantly less product than like the average foundation at the drugstore, which is usually 1 ounce like across the board. However, it's a liquid, so you do use a lot less of it than you would a regular like cream or liquid foundation. This one is super watery. It has a kind of a funny dispenser, and you just twist the top off. First of all, it does tell you to shake well. So it's basically like Maybelline's version of the L'Oreal Magic Touch, I think that's what it's called, Magic Nude foundation, the square bottle, and it's liquid and it dries to a powder. This one's definitely more of a serum-y type of foundation. So again, this is what it looks like. This is the bottle. It's kind of a fun little bottle. It's, you know, glass. So this one, it's basically a dropper. So what it tells you to do on the back of the package, which I don't understand, is you're supposed to basically wait for it to drop onto your finger and then use it. No, ain't nobody got time for that. So what I've been doing is I just take the wand and I apply it directly to my face, and then I use my fingers. Now, I normally don't like to use fingers when it comes to foundations. Let me get my hair out of the way. Just because I don't like the application. I think it's messy. It's just not my thing. I don't really like it. But for this one, when I tried it with the Beauty Blender, it was terrible. It was just super sheer. And a brush, it didn't work well. It had like a lot of brush strokes on it. So I don't know. This one, I would just do it with your fingers like it tells you to. So let me go ahead and get started. First of all, let me show you the consistency. It's very liquidy. If you're waiting for that thing to drop, it's just a liquid. It is literally a mess right now, actually. But it's very serum-y, so it's very feels kind of like oil. And normally I wouldn't have picked this up just because I have oily skin. This just didn't seem like it would be the foundation for me. However, I was curious about the new Bare Minerals Bare Skin foundation, and I kind of thought that this might be like a drugstore version, which I guess it could be. It definitely has that serum-y feel, and it coats the skin. This is definitely, I would say, more for dry skin versus oily skin. But if you wear powder and a good primer, it can last quite a bit. So let me just go ahead and get on to the demonstration portion. So this is what I've been doing. It has light coverage. However, it does build up quite nicely. And it definitely covers redness pretty well. It gives your skin a kind of luminosity to it, you know, hence oil. It does dry down eventually, but I would always, of course, set it with the powder. As you can see, the color is a little light for me right now. Okay, so this is one layer of it. Spread across. Now it already has kind of like dried down on my hand. If you could tell, it's not super shiny anymore. It does have more of a satin feel. It does definitely dry down on your face. Get that out of the way. It does definitely dry down, but as you can see, you know, you still would need concealer, or in my case I would just do a second layer. This is kind of like an everyday type of foundation. If it's not too hot, you know, of course if it's hot I wouldn't recommend this. where I am right now, it is starting to get kind of warm, so I'm not too sure about how this is gonna work out for me. And I have a feeling this is gonna go back. I've worn it for just short periods of time because during the day I don't really wear makeup for a full day. For the most part, I normally only wear makeup for like 4 or 5 hours a day, if that. It does have a really cushiony kind of texture, that's for sure. You really want to massage it into your skin. Okay, so that is what a second layer looks like. Okay, so as you can see, it did build upon itself pretty well. It doesn't feel cakey. It feels very, very lightweight. Feels like nothing on my skin. However, again, since I do have oily skin, it does kind of feel, my skin definitely feels more moisturized, which for me is not necessarily a great thing. So definitely I would say this is more for a dry skin type of skin type. So this was, I think, about $11 at my Target right now. At Walmart, of course, it'll be cheaper. I have no idea how much it would be at the drugstore. I have a feeling it would probably be more like in the $11, $12 range. As foundations, for some reason, a lot of drugstore prices are hiking up. They're getting up there, girls, and so I don't know if they're trying to catch up with MAC or what, but drugstore prices have definitely gone up in the last, 5 years, I would say. So it's had time to dry down. Again, it does feel moist, but okay, moist is not the right word. It feels not tacky, not sticky, but it definitely feels like it needs to be set, if that makes sense. It definitely feels like you have like a very light layer of oil on your face. So I think this is probably going to go back. I've been wearing this for a few days now and it just doesn't seem to be working very well for me. It does have, I forgot to mention earlier, it does have decent lasting power if I set it with a powder and wear a primer. I get, a few of, like 4 hours, 5 hours wear before it starts to really break down around any acne you have or whatnot. So that's my review on this one. I think oily girls should look elsewhere, and this is probably better for dry skin ladies. So I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.